I am so excited to announce our participation in the Google Apple Exposure Notification, what's called EN Express opportunity. I want to reiterate two really important things that the governor said. The first is that this is a choice. Everybody who has a mobile phone can decide if they want to enable this functionality. Totally up to you. Your choice, as with everything. And then the second thing we really want to reiterate is that in this app, there is no personal information that is tracked, shared, held, communicated with anybody else. It is an anonymized experience. So we really have emphasized and worked together with our tech partners to ensure the utmost of privacy in this very important application. So what is exposure notification? It's a technology that allows people to enable it on their mobile phones. At the end of the month, we'll have both an iOS version and an Android app version. You'll enable the functionality, and as you move through the world, anonymous tokens will be exchanged between your phone and another phone, and that will happen between you. What the governor had said is that we've seen this technology come a long way over the COVID period. We in Colorado have taken a really conservative approach. We've watched, we've waited, we studied Ireland, we watched Virginia unroll it, as well as our partners in Utah, and we wanted to be sure that we had this right. And we believe this is the right time because Google and Apple are rolling out this functionality native on your phones. You won't have to, on an iPhone, you'll just have to turn it on, and on an Android phone, you'll have to download an app. But we at Colorado aren't building a separate app, we aren't doing anything separate. It maintains the sort of simplest experience and allows the most people to use it. So we also think it's really important as we're doing more things like the Broncos and ski season and school coming back online, this reopening behavior, we want to have all the tools in the toolbox that we can in order to deliver on our containment requirements. Next slide, please.
And you can't beat the price, right?
Yes, the price is important. It is free for all of us. It's free for an individual to download it, and it's also free for the state of Colorado. We aren't paying any additional costs, and we also get the great benefit of tech support from the experts, Google and Apple. So let's talk a little bit about how it works. Let's assume our friends Alice and Bob meet each other for the first time. They're sitting on a park bench, or perhaps in Bronco Stadium, or even on a ski lift. They have a 10-minute conversation. They're appropriately physically distanced, but they talk for 10 minutes. In the background, their phones are exchanging through Bluetooth anonymous tokens back and forth with each other. Those tokens are stored on a public health server, the Public Health Labs server, but it's completely anonymous. It has nothing to do, there's no personal health information, it's not even anyone's names, but they're exchanged back and forth. Then a few days later, our friend Bob goes home, and he's not feeling good. He gets a test at one of his community-based testing sites, and his local public health agency calls him and says, hey, listen, you're positive. And they say, do you happen to have that app on your phone? And he says, oh, yeah, I've got that app. And so they give him a key, and he enters that key in his phone, and that key then activates all of the tokens. And all of those tokens then send a message back to the phones that they were generated on and give people a little push notification that say, hey, look, you might have been exposed, call your local public health agency. And this is where Colorado gets to really make this specific for us, and we will give very specific instructions in that push notification about where individuals can get instructions about next steps, including testing, isolation, and quarantine. Oh, I skipped ahead in the story. Apologies there. There you have it. So this is another tool in our very important COVID-19 toolbox. The Apple Google EN Express service is compatible with nearly all smartphones. It will be rolled out towards the end of September, and Colorado is working with our partners to really customize this opportunity. I want to end by saying again, data security and privacy are of the utmost importance to us. This is a completely anonymized service that contains no personal health information. We are working with our partners to make this incredibly seamless and safe and enable us all to do the things we want to do. So thank you so much.